In this video, I want to show you how to produce locator map in ArcGIS. A locator map is a map that presents a visual context of a particular or specific location in a map, just like this, for detailed visualization. So let's get started. Launch ArcGIS. Let me bring in the data I want to use for this exercise. Click on Add Data. So let me navigate to my folder where I have the data. So I want to use these three data. Highlight it and click on Add. So these are my data sets. I have the transmission line and I have the 50-meter right-of-way buffer zones, and I have the 2024 land use land cover map. So if I right click and click on the properties of the land use land cover, let me come to categories. I want to categorize using the class. Click on add all value. You can see all the classes of land use land cover. Click on OK. Yes, this is my land use land cover, and this is my 15-meter right of way. So let me change the color to purple and click on OK. So likewise, my transmission line, I can change the symbology as well and click on OK. Yes, this 50-meter right of way, this is it, but I can't see it clearly here. So I have to use a locator map to be able to see it clearly. So what to do now is take it to layout view. Then let me change the orientation. Come to file, come to page and print setup. Let me change it to landscape and click on OK. So let me adjust this frame. Adjust it to your size. Then let me draw the frame here. Right click and change the properties. The fake color, let me change it to no color, and the outline color, let me change it to black. Let me increase the width to 5 and click on OK. Yes. So now I can adjust it as deemed fit to me. Then let me insert the second frame. Click on insert and click on data frame. This will add a new frame. So let me adjust this one as well. Yes, now I have to add all this data to the second frame. So I'll just highlight, right click and copy all these data sets. Come to the new data frame, right click and paste the layer. Yes, I have pasted the data here, also under here. So now I can right click here and zoom to layer. So this data here is the same one as in the second layer. So I can adjust this a little bit, just like this. Then I have to change the color of each of these class. Right click the land use land cover layer, come to properties. So let me change the color for each of these class. Let me change this to Bango, and I will click on OK. I can change this base surface to, for example, let me change it to 50% gray and click on OK. Likewise, the build up and all other line classes, let me change the color. Yes, click on OK. You can see. Now I have to do the same thing for this. Let me come here and click on properties. Let me change the color for each of the class the same way. So I'll do for the rest and click on OK. So you can see we have the same symbology for both data sets. Now this area here, if I want to view it, let me zoom in. This area here, if I zoom in very well, I can see it. Let me adjust it a little bit. So this area, this portion, the transmission line, let me change the symbology for you to see. Let me change it this color and click on OK. Yes, I can see it here. Similarly, I'll change the symbology here as well. I'll click on OK. Yes, I can see it, but in this case, I can see the transmission line here because I've zoomed in. Whereas here, you cannot see it because it's very minute. So what to do is that come to this new layer we created. This new layer, right click and click on the properties. Then come to, let me bring it here. Come to extent indicators. Then this layer, which is this one, move it to the next box. You can see it and click on apply. So it will create a box here to the extent we zoom in this first data frame. So you can change the property of the frame. The color, we can change it, for example, let's say to black, and click on OK. Click apply. You can see that the color has changed. Similarly, if I come to general, this name of the new data frame, let's call it, for example, let's give it a unique name and call it situation map. So click on OK. You can see it has been changed to situation map. So this is the situation area and we have zoomed it out. This situation area, the things there we can't see it here, but when we bring it here we can see it clearly. So let's adjust it a little bit. Then come to this 2024 land use land cover, zoom to layer as well so that you can see it clearly. Then this situation map, right click and click on properties. Come to extend indicator. This layer, let's edit the properties. So this rounding, let's change it to 100 so that it can be a round shape. You can see it here. Click on OK and click on apply. You can see that it has changed to round shape. You can choose any shape of your choice. So this round shape, you want to duplicate it here as well. So to do that, come to this layer, right click and click on properties. In this case, come to frame. Then here, the rounding, change it to 100. So you can see it has turned to round. You can apply. If I drag this, you can see it here. You can see the rounding here also, like our indicator. So the next thing to do now is we can still edit it. So let's change the width. Let's say to 3.0. Yes, leave it at the rounding at 100. Still leave it at 100. So click on apply and click on OK. Yes, we have achieved the same thing here. So here, come to drop down and click on line. So let's draw a line. We can zoom in to see where we are picking the line. Click here, then zoom out and click here to drop it, double click. Similarly, pick the line again and come here. You can zoom in, pick it here and draw the line. Let's zoom out. Come to this place and double click to drop it or to stop drawing. Then we can see now Then you can come to insert and insert your, for example, insert your north arrow. Choose any style and click on OK. So you can drag it to any corner of your choice and expand it. Yes. Then come back to insert. Let's add scale. Choose any scale style and click on OK. So this is it. Let's bring it down here. Yes, you can adjust it, or you can right click and click on properties. So come to scale and units. Let's change the symbol. Let's increase it to 12 for instance and click on OK. Then come to numbers and marks. Edit the symbol, also change it to 12 and click on OK. Click OK. Yes, you can put it wherever is best. Then here, let's add the grid lines. Come to grid, come to new grid, click next, check label only. Let's change it to 5-minute interval for instance, and click next, click next, click finish. Then click apply to see what you have done. If I move this to this side, you can see it's not that okay. We can edit it. Come back to properties. So let's change the interval to 10 minutes. Then come to label. Let's change the size to 12. Make it bold and click left, right. Click on OK. Click apply. You can see this is better. Click OK. Yes, this is OK. So you can see now this area is what we have zoomed out here. This is essence of map locator. So what is inside here, we can see it clearly here as we have zoomed it in here. So that is map locator. So now the next thing we can do is that this area we are seeing here is the one we have zoomed out. Zoom in here, and we can see everything clearly here. So let's come this 50-meter right of way. This is it, but here you cannot see it because it's too small. That's the essence of using map, locator map. So then the transmission line, you can see it clearly here because you have zoomed it out using locator map. So the next thing to do now, let's add legend. Click on legend. Then let's just highlight and make it 2 columns. Click next. Click next. Click next. Let's add background color and click next. Click next. Click finish. Yes, this is our legend. So let's move this scale to this side and bring the legend down here. So we can edit it as dim fit. Just highlight and right click, click on properties. So come to this 2024 land use land cover. Let's uncheck this and click on OK. Click OK. Yes, you can still edit it if you want. For instance, let me right click it to edit it. Click on properties. Let me select all the items and make it bold. Click OK. You can see it's more readable now. Then I can adjust this as well. So now let me export my map. Let's just name it locator map. Choose your format and your resolution and click on save. So the map is being exported. Now let's verify what we have done. Click here. This is locator map. Double click to open it. Yes, let's maximize this. You can see our locator map. This area here, we have zoomed it in for us to see here. That's the essence of locator map. I hope this tutorial is helpful to someone. Thank you for watching.